Many people ask me, why did you become a diabetes educator? And honestly, it is a question I really love answering because becoming a diabetes educator was not just a professional decision for me. It came from the belief that became stronger and stronger with everything I was seeing around me. And that belief is very simple. People with type 2 diabetes need more than a prescription, they need a clarity. So, in my first ever long form video on YouTube, I want to tell you why exactly I chose to become a diabetes educator. This is not the complete story, but this is simply why of my diabetes educator journey. For those who don't know me, I am Rashmi, a clinical nutritionist and a certified diabetes educator. And this is the reason why I chose this path. I believe that one of the biggest challenges in type 2 diabetes management is not just lowering blood sugar, it is the lack of clarity. A person can know that they have diabetes, a person can know the name of his medicine, a person can know the latest HbA1c, but yet he may not still truly understand his diabetes. He may not understand why his blood sugars are changing. He may not understand why the medicines are recommended and what they are actually doing. He might be confused about what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, and what lifestyle suits him, what he can do every day to take better care of his diabetes. I believe people deserve better than confusion. They deserve understanding, they deserve clarity, and they deserve the confidence to make informed decision about their health. This is my why. Why I became a diabetes educator, because I believe a prescription is important, but understanding the prescription is more important. Medical treatment has its own role. Nutrition plays its very important role in managing type 2 diabetes. Lifestyle has an important place, and education helps connect all of these to a person's everyday life. Because diabetes doesn't happen only inside doctor's clinic or a lab. It happens at the dining table. It happens when you decide what to eat. It happens when you decide to sleep. It happens at your meal planning. It happens when you decide how to include movement in your body. It also happens when you are looking at your glucose reading and wondering, why did this happen? I want people to have knowledge to understand these everyday decisions. I want them to understand their body, their food, their medicines, and their lifestyles. And there is another important reason why I chose this path. I don't want diabetes education to be based on a fear. I don't want people to constantly hear this. Don't eat this. Don't do that. You are diabetic. You cannot do all this. You have diabetes, so you cannot enjoy your favorite food. Or if you don't control your sugar, something terrible will happen to you. Fear may get someone's attention for a moment, but I believe understanding creates lasting changes. And that's what I believe in. I believe in education. I believe in clarity. I believe in sustained habits. I believe in helping people understand their diabetes rather than simply making them afraid of it. I also believe in better results. I don't believe in quick fixes. I don't believe in miracle cures. I don't believe in that superfood or that super supplement or one super diet that can magically solve everything. Diabetes is a long term condition, and managing it successfully requires understanding sustainable habits, consistent actions, appropriate treatment, and support. My role is to make that understanding simpler, because when people understand what is happening, something changes in them. Confusion becomes clarity, fear becomes confidence, and knowledge becomes action. And that is ultimately what I want to create through my work. I want a person with type 2 diabetes to be able to say, I understand what is happening in my body. I understand why I'm doing this. I understand what I need to work on. And most importantly, I don't have to live in a constant fear of diabetes because I believe it's okay to live with type 2 diabetes provided we take right steps to prevent the complications. That belief at the heart, that belief is at the heart of everything I do. My why is not simply to help someone lower their blood sugar number. My why is to help people understand their diabetes, to transform confusion into clarity, to replace fear with confidence, to turn the knowledge into action, and ultimately to help people prevent complication and live life healthier and happier. Because when people truly understand their diabetes, they stop feeling helpless. They become more confident. They become more active participants in their own care. And that for me is the real power of diabetes education. So, why did I choose to become a diabetes educator? Because I believe every person with type 2 diabetes deserves clarity. He deserves to understand his condition. He deserves to understand his treatment. He deserves to understand the practical knowledge. And he deserves to be confident to participate actively in his own healthcare. That is my why. And this why is what drives everything I do. From confusions to clarity, from fear to confidence, from knowledge to action. Thank you for being part of this very first long form video on YouTube. I am Rashmi, clinical nutritionist and diabetes educator, and this is my why.